Hey everybody and welcome back to Semi Stories. Today we got another great video full of people wondering if they are the a-hole. Let's start with OP, who fired someone from the company just after both his parents died. I'm the VP of sales at a software company, and one of our sales development reps' parents passed away in the beginning of April. Sadly, they were involved in a car crash and both lost their lives. Now, the employee in question is a very young 22-year-old guy, and he has been with us for about 10 months now. He's a great employee, and we were thinking about promotions in the next 6 months for him. His job is a high-paying one for a new graduate, about 90k with commission and base, so we expect a lot from his position. Because of the accident, we let him take 1 month paid leave of absence from work, and he's returned a few weeks ago, and his performance is severely lacking. He is super unmotivated, not cold calling, and not outreaching the prospects for the last 2 to 3 weeks, since he's come back. Our whole management team has noticed this, and we decided to let him go because we feel like he'd need months and months to be able to produce again, and we just can't wait that long. We called him into a meeting Friday afternoon and gave him the bad news. He was very calm and rude about it. He told us to go F ourselves and got up and went to his desk, where he grabbed a few things and left. I thought this was very, very unprofessional and extremely rude. I told my boyfriend about all of this, and he said myself and the management team are a bunch of asses with no hearts. OP then posted the following update. Holy F, this blew up. I knew this was crappy of me now, and I reached out to him to see how he's holding up. He's staying at his girlfriend's place and she's supporting him a lot right now. I offered to get my headhunter friend in touch with him when he's ready, and he accepted. Too little, too late. You are the a-hole 100%. What a heartless management. Yes, the timing was less than ideal, but my true grievance is not even giving him a chance to bounce back. If you talk to him about his performance, perhaps things could work out, but y'all just ejected the poor guy after like 3 weeks. All the other stuff is irrelevant. Unprofessional and rude, sod off. Business built on excessive wealth gain without care for any of the employees are a cancer to society. In this next story, OP wonders if she is the a-hole for taking her niece to court over a coat. I, 28 female, have a niece, 16 female. She is my sister's only child. 2 years ago, I married a very wealthy man, and because of the pandemic, last Christmas was my first with my in-laws. My mother-in-law gifted me a coat that's worth more than 20k. I saw her wearing it, asked where she bought it, and she said that it will be my Christmas gift from her. I didn't know how much it was. I knew it was expensive, but I thought maybe 3k at most. I was visiting my sister last January when my niece saw it. She googled the brand and showed me how much it really was. I won't lie, I didn't wear it after that because I was afraid of ruining it. Last week I wore it while visiting my sister. While I was putting it back on to leave, I felt something go splat on my back. Then my niece started cackling and the smell of paint hit me. I was so pissed off, while she was not apologetic at all. Her mom screamed at her and said she was grounded. Then she said she will pay for the dry cleaning. While I was in my car, still in shock by the way, I got an alert that my niece posted a reel. It was of her doing a prank on me, and she said, "I'm going to hit my aunt's 20k coat with a paint-filled balloon to see how she reacts." I saved it on my phone, sent it to her mom, and told her that a week's grounding is not enough. She did not reply, but I saw that my niece took it down. It got less than 5 views by then. The next day I found out my coat cannot be saved, so I called my sister and told her that her daughter has to pay it back. Well, we got into an argument and she said that she will not be paying for it, and if I wanted a new one, I should get my husband to buy it for me. I think that they should pay for it. They can afford to. In my opinion, they should sell my niece's car and pay me back my money. We did not reach an agreement, so I told her that I will be suing, and I reminded her that I have the video evidence that her daughter, A, did it on purpose for online clout, and B, knew exactly how expensive it was. People in my life are not objective at all. I have some calling me an a-hole, some saying that they are the a-holes for not buying me a new one, and some so obsessed with the price of the coat that they are calling me an a-hole for simply owning it and wanting a new one. OP then posted a update. So here's a quick update, since the situation has been resolved. When my husband got home, I told him what happened and showed him the video. He asked if I spoke to my brother-in-law and I said no. All my conversations were with my sister. He said that he will take care of it. Now a disclaimer, I understand nothing when it comes to insurance claims, and this is what my husband told me. I understood what happened. My husband talked with my brother-in-law, told him exactly what happened and showed him the prank video. Then he told him that the coat was insured. We will be filing a claim and submitting the video, and we might have to file charges for the claim. He assured him that we would be dropping the charges, we do not want to send our niece to jail. Then he told him that one of two things might happen. After our insurance pays us, they will come after them. If their insurance pays, their premium will skyrocket. If it doesn't, they might sue them and might get a loan on their house. My brother-in-law asked if there was a way that he could pay us without involving insurance. My husband told him that that was what we wanted at first, but that then my sister insisted that they will not be paying us back. Apparently, my brother-in-law was not in the know. He was very pissed off at what my niece did, and my sister responds. So they came to this solution. My niece's car will be sold, and if it doesn't fetch the whole compensation money, she will have to get a job and pay me the whole check until it is paid off. Also, she is grounded for the rest of the school year. I'm thankful for the people who encouraged me to talk to my husband. OP is not the a-hole, and the niece is certainly in the wrong here, and she should face repercussions. But paying your filthy rich aunt back 20k for a coat? Nah. Sure, I certainly believe that the niece needs to be punished in such a way that she'll never do it again, and her mom should also be shut down. But we're talking an obscene amount of money for an effing coat here. Make her sell the car, ground her for a year, and make her work for it to learn to never do stuff like this again. But losing that amount of money is an insane setback for a young girl like this, and a way out of pocket punishment coming from what sounds like a gold digger. Be sure to let me know what you guys think down in the comments. In our last story, Opie is wondering if she's the a-hole for calling her sister's husband useless. My 17 female sister, 34 female, called me saying that her work had an emergency and she needs to get there ASAP and needed me to watch her kids because no one else can. I rush over there just to find her husband locked in his game room playing video games. I asked her why she called me over if he was home, and she said that he didn't want to babysit because it was his only day off. The sister left and I started hanging out with the kids. I was changing the baby's diaper and the other kids wanted a snack. I told them to go ask their dad to make them a snack, since the baby had a blowout and was going to take a while to clean him up. Well, their dad sent them back upstairs and told them to ask me again. After cleaning the baby up, I made the kids a snack and their dad came out to eat and told me to not let the kids interrupt him on his day off. By the way, he works part-time from home, 6 days a week. I kind of snapped at him and told him it was my day off too, and that he's a useless effing father and husband if his wife has to rely on her teenage sister rather than her own husband. He started telling me I was disrespectful and didn't understand how hard parenting is, and I told him he clearly doesn't understand how hard it is either, since he considers parenting his own children babysitting. He ended up kicking me out, and apparently my sister was forced to come home because he told her she needed to figure it out because I'm her sister. I feel like I may be the a-hole because my sister is mad at me, her husband is mad at me, my mom is mad at me for causing drama, but my dad thinks it's funny and agrees with me. I definitely didn't need to call him names, but I just hate this guy so much. We've argued about things in the past as well, so we already don't have a good relationship. My sister is saying I need to apologize to him and he is threatening to never let me into the kids' lives if I keep disrespecting him. Opie then posted the following edit. For anyone who has asked, no, he does not take care of the kids normally. My sister takes them to daycare during the day and then picks them up on her way home. She's the breadwinner and the primary caretaker. Also, I got a few questions of, does she pay you? Not exactly, but she will randomly take me on expensive shopping sprees and will regularly buy things from my Amazon wishlist instead. And I have no problem with this arrangement. I really love those kids and I don't have an issue babysitting them. I love hanging out with them. I also don't blame my mother for her being mad at me, just because of the fact that my sister's dumbass husband texted her and apparently told her a much different version of what happened. He told her I was sitting on my phone the whole time being lazy and the kids kept begging me for a snack. Also, I did not yell at him in front of the kids, it was a private conversation. I might post an update, but nothing has really happened in the past days, so I don't really have much to say. No one has apologized to anyone yet. Imagine calling taking care of your own kids babysitting. What a lazy dude. Why have kids if you clearly don't want them? You give up certain things when you get kids, and it should be understood that this does include your own private time. Sure, you're allowed to have some private time, but, kids take precedent. The top comment raises a good point. The husband does need a reality check. What OP should have done was, as soon as she saw the husband was home, is to go back home. Her staying to handle the kids was purely enabling his terrible behavior. However the sister is able to deal with all this stuff is beyond me. Then again, she did also get mad at her sister, so she might be just as delusional as the guy. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be back in the next one. See ya!